being propagandized, for being surveilled. That's the game. And I don't know what era we currently live in. Obviously, there's a lot that's confusing about what the Trump administration.
Going on, you guys. Today we have the Majority Report debunking Joe Rogan's lies. Joe Rogan is lying about Doge. Sam Seder is getting to the bottom of it. I'm playing a clip from the Majority Report as well as the Joe Rogan Experience. Let's watch.
I have an idea. Go ahead.
Is funding this left-wing lunatic who is hiring the most insane prosecutors who are letting people out of jail who commit violent crimes.
And that's exactly how this racket worked, is that the ability to tax the American public and then effectively.
For those of you who are in fourth grade watching the show, George Soros doesn't hire prosecutors, because prosecutors are hired by the government or they're elected. George Soros doesn't do this. It's possible that some prosecutors running for office get support from some organizations that support that George Soros gives money to, but there is no George Soros prosecutor fund. Let's go. I dug into this, right? Pop this up. This is the only thing I could find, was that there was George Soros funds through his scroll down a little bit. It's Open Society Foundations gave, I guess, USAID gave like $270 million to this East-West Management Institute or something to that effect, or programs they were involved in. You scroll down here, and you see all the different other things, but this is considered, because if you Google George Soros gave USAID gave $270 million to George Soros, this is what you get, essentially. The Department of State, the USAID funds it, World Bank, World Resources. This is all like about putting investment into companies, into countries, no doubt. There are going to be like private entities that are going to come in after this stuff and try and build in corporations. But this is not George Soros prosecutor fund for the USAID. He's just making this up whole cloth.
Have you heard of the Federalist Society?
I mean,
Right, Sam. I can't believe that Joe Rogan would lie to make the left look bad. That's sort of his whole MO. That's what he's doing now. He just wants conservatives. He wants to bring people into this conservative pipeline. He wants to continue to spew just this rhetoric that the left is not the only chance of democracy. That, in fact, they're just a bunch of crazies, that they couldn't care about other people for 1 second because they're just too crazy. Meanwhile, we have Trump over here who is just playing with dynamite. We have Elon who's completely dismantling the government, but oh no, the left's crazy.
And it's just absurd. It's just absurd. And how many millions of people watch this stuff?
Oh my gosh. I mean, enough for him to get more hundreds of millions of dollars from Spotify while he pretends to be the everyman. He's even worse than like corporate media because he acts like he is a truth teller. And the thing about USAID, which is just fascinating, like what they're trying to do here, they're trying to kill soft power by the United States. When there's no soft power, what's left?
Well, I got news for you. They're just going to come in and they're going to do the exact same damn thing.
No, but my point, though, is that the Trump was running and there were some people that believed that he was the anti-war guy in comparison to Kamala Harris. And now Biden and Harris made that extremely difficult by, Biden supporting a genocide. But this is like there's no anti-war Republicans. They're isolationists, and who's always going to win the day are the military contractors and the defense industry. So there may be like a Rand Paul or a Mike Lee that thinks like, yeah, we should kill soft power. I don't care about kids in Africa getting AIDS. Let's cut it all, cut it all, cut it all, cut it all. I guarantee you the military industrial complex, the hard power, the contracts that are going to go to Elon Musk that he's developing jets with Boeing, that's going to go up. So it just makes it so that the United States is just a brute military power, which we've already been on the road towards.
None of this is going away. This is all just a fabrication.
I'm just trying to make a point about the lack of sincerity of the anti-war right and how this is the project. It's actually going to funnel more money into the military-industrial complex.
Keep going here. Listen to what he lists. This is what he goes on to list.
is that the ability to tax the American public and then effectively get us to pay for being propagandized, for being surveilled, that's the game. And I don't know what era we currently live in. Obviously, there's a lot that's confusing about what the Trump administration is up to, but I don't think any reasonable person could be unhappy that we are exiting that era.
I'm going to read off some.
The USAID is not inherently bad. As an American idea, this is not bad. What's going around as the USAID is, quote unquote, spreading all of this crazy propaganda all over the world. It's keeping America's hands in the mix. It's what's going on where people are not completely hating America, where we're spreading the ideas around of what America is about, especially caring about others who don't care about fascism and don't care about a complete dictatorship. It's spreading those ideas around. Whenever we're not doing that, we're literally just letting the world fall to the hands of dictators.
Some of the things that this guy Kanakota the Great on Twitter listed.
Oh, good.
This is off the Jesse Water Show. USAID, $20 million for Iraqi Sesame Street, $2 million for...
And I'm just going to take all these at face value for the sake of argument. People may not remember, but the term shock and awe that's going around now is about how we bombed Baghdad and flattened it. We killed, whether you use Defense Department estimates or partisan estimates, anywhere from several 100,000 innocent Iraqis to 1 million. The idea that we would reinvest to try and build some semblance of civil society there seems pretty expected. But go ahead, because there's more of this that he has a problem
Can
with.
I just keep people into the dollar amounts we're talking about? $27 million is less than Tyler Hero makes playing for the Miami Heat.
Oh, $20 million is, let's see, he's got a $250 million contract. You're talking about maybe a quarter, annually. Maybe even like 2 months is what this guy makes on this show. But go ahead.
Moroccan pottery classes, $11 million to tell Vietnam to stop burning trash, $27 million.
It might be pretty valuable for Vietnam to stop burning trash. We got a thing called global warming. But go ahead. And incidentally, we also had a little history in Vietnam, too.
Like the Phoenix program.
Go ahead.
To give gift bags to illegals. $27 million.
Pause it. The whole gift bag to illegals. Did I put the links in there to that, too? No, wait, I didn't. The gift bag to illegal. Oh, yeah.
While I don't necessarily agree with Sam Cedar that this is the best way to spend the money, I would say that Joe Rogan is definitely cherry picking and wanted to seem as crazy as possible that the USAID was just a complete waste of money.
Yeah, here it is. This is reintegration stuff that we are doing, that USAID does. It's not just gift bags. It's stuff for kids to reintegrate as we deport them to these countries and expend money to get these countries to not send back more immigrants to us. It is literally doing the thing that they want to be done, but they want it to be done completely for free. That's in the, incidentally, go to this. Go to that link that I put in there in Slack with the picture of the bag there. This is from 2017. These things took place through the Trump administration, I will have you know. You don't see it in Slack? It's 9:30 a.m. There's a picture of... All right, forget it now. Let's just keep going. But the Department of Homeland Security returned 75,000 migrants to El Salvador. And that from 2014, scroll down here. This is where he's getting this $27 million from. Fiscal year 2017, the Department of Homeland returned 75,000 migrants to El Salvador, and Guatemala, and Honduras. We examined U.S. efforts to help migrants reintegrate into their home countries by helping them reestablish psychological, social, and economic ties. In other words, so that they don't get back on the road and come back up. Since 2014, so over the course of this thing was released in 2018. So over the course of 4 years, USAID provided $27 million to assist returnees, providing food, transportation, school supplies, and help finding work. It has not yet assessed the effectiveness of this efforts, but has plans to do so. So we don't know, and I haven't followed up, whether these programs.
There we have it, you guys. We have Sam Seder and Emma Vigeland covering the story, covering the fact that Joe Rogan is, wanting to spark controversy within the right for no reason, that the USAID is literally doing what conservatives want, and they're still going to complain about it, still find a way to, just get their panties up in a rile. And, blame liberals. It's all about blaming liberals. It's all about blaming these foreign, these domestic enemies, these foreign enemies, anyone that's not them. They don't want to take accountability whatsoever for their own actions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So it's another day in the progressive way.